It was once just an idea until breaking ground in November of 2016, and now here it is in all its glory. Spectacular SoFi Stadium here in metropolitan Los Angeles.
Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the New England Patriots and the Los Angeles Chargers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
This is taken just shy of the 10.
And he's going to be out of bounds here right at the 20-yard line. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. Room here to run. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. That's a start they can live with. 15 yards on their first play from scrimmage. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Now Jones.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
On second down, this is Harris.
And he'll get this up to about the 40.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Throwing Jones. And this one is incomplete.
They're such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
They'll try and throw for it here. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
And he is going to pick up a Patriots first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth.
Well, that fourth down decision, unconventional but effective, and they indeed come up now with a 1st and 10, a fresh set of downs. An option handoff given to Harris. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. it's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try to throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Back to throw. Jones.
He's able to find Melton.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
On 1st and 10, Jones. Touchdown, Patriots. Bo Melton, his 9th touchdown of the season.
And the Patriots will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
At their 25-yard line. And the slot man goes in motion left. On 1st and 10, Herbert. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Touchdown, LA! And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Pulls it in at the 13. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Harris running straight ahead, and he stopped immediately there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
That's returnable now for Smith.
47-yard punt, a return of 4. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
To try again after the sack. Herbert. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer.
And out across midfield down to the 45. That one good for 26 and a first down. Now it's Herbert. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. This is caught. Touchdown, Chargers.
Josh Palmer.
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Chargers have moved out in front. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. A fairly short kick from the 14. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing.
He's got a man, complete.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10. Touchdown!
Tyquan Thornton,
27 yards.
and the Patriots are an extra point away from drawing level.
And that touchdown drive happened very, very quickly. You knew that they had the quick strike ability. They showed it.
And for a defense that understands that, it still drives them crazy when it actually happens to them. Fast and furious, there came the points.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
So into Pats territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Back to throw here, Herbert. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. The Chargers at 9-1 on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Herbert now.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler. He's going to have the 1st down and more than that.
And all the way in for a Charger touchdown.
Austin Eckler
with career touchdown number 75, as his guys have now moved out in front.
Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball, or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield.
Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Now Jones throwing on 1st down. Going up top. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
Well, Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick 6.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In the case of a defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A good gain on 1st, has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Operating from the gun, Jones. And his throw is incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith.
And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And he's got his target, Harris. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Back to throw again.
Finding Harris on back-to-back plays.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. That one goes for 24 yards.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
Bo Melton
with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Patriots are back within a score.
Extra point splits the uprights. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Herbert. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Slot man moves right. Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year.
And the Chargers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead now up to 14.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Jones now on 1st down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
To throw again on second down. Jones, he's going to try and go deep again. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this one complete to Smith. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
They're going to try and throw. He's got a man, complete.
And he is going to pick up a Patriots first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the sticks make a drastic shift forward.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick.
And the Chargers force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. After the sack on first down, Herbert to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. The final shot before the break for Herbert. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you to our EA studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going.
As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
Yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football.
Pretty much everything went their way offensively in the first half, but now an interception on the opening drive of the third quarter.
As we know, the key to everything here, don't get careless with the football. The problem is you've got to stay aggressive as well. So where's the line between being aggressive and attacking and being overly aggressive? I think they just crossed it on that one.
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 58 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Operating from the gun. Jones. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. They bring the man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's 3rd and long.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Jones operating from the gun. Touchdown, Patriots. A great play there. Taking it in.
And the Patriots have got it back to within a score.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown.
Chargers 35, Patriots 28. Jake Bailey to kick off for the Patriots.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going.
Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive.
Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Herbert.
And that one complete to his receiver, Palmer.
And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. A big pickup of 38. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Justin Herbert looking to pass.
That's again complete to Palmer.
Touchdown, Chargers.
Josh Palmer.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon as his guys are able to extend their lead.
The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead now up to 14.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken from about the 12.
And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Now Jones. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. Fourth down now, but he was fortunate on that one, not to have another turnover on his ledger.
They'll try and throw for it here. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a first down. 21 yards there. A big play on fourth down.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys have the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on fourth down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. Throwing Jones. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up third down.
My, oh my, they've had some success bringing him off the edge. How about the gambling man who's the defensive coordinator? He's not just bringing pressure, he's bringing a corner to go after the quarterback.
And it's worked twice now, twice like a charm.
And not only has that worked like a charm, he's been awfully disruptive in his usual role covered.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. Now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with a football. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. On first down, Justin Herbert. That is caught at the 7. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Out of the gun, Herbert. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
On 2nd and goal, Herbert. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down.
And now 3rd and goal following incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Herbert throwing again.
Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. The
3-yard touchdown pass. And the Chargers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Sly set to boot it.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Now a throw here to his running back.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
The offense on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Herbert on 1st down now.
Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Chargers add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some play.
Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Taken from about the 12. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Operating from the gun, Jones.
He's able to find Melton.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Here's Jones on 1st and 10.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
After the turnover, here's Herbert.
He's got this to Williams, complete.
The 40. 20. Touchdown, LA.
Well, they just continue to roll. And Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now Jones on 3rd down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Derwin James with a pick.
And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because
nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down.
The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On fourth down, Herbert. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. Now the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by J.C. Jackson.
And the Chargers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's...
The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Matt Judon in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. Throws right side, and that's complete.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. But he wasn't really big on that. He was big on go ahead and...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills.
And the Pats are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Oh, what a move. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense.
You gotta choose.